to the English Learning Podcast, the place where we help you improve your English in a fun and natural way. I'm Jason, your host, and as always, I'm joined by my amazing co-host, Julia.
Hello, everyone. It's great to be here again. And today, we have a really exciting and important topic, something that could completely change the way you learn English.
That's right. Today, we're talking about your mind is the key to fluency. Many people think that fluency comes only from studying grammar or memorizing vocabulary. But in reality, your mindset is the most powerful tool in learning English.
Absolutely. If you have the right mindset, you can learn faster, speak with confidence, and actually enjoy the process. But if you have doubts or fears, it can slow you down. So today, we're going to show you how to unlock your fluency by changing the way you think.
And here's a question for our listeners. Have you ever felt too nervous to speak English, even when you knew the words? If so, don't worry. You're not alone. We'll talk about why this happens and how you can break free from this fear.
And by the end of this episode, you'll have practical tools to train your mind for fluency, build confidence, and start speaking English without hesitation.
Sounds exciting, right? So, grab your coffee, relax, and let's dive into this powerful topic, because your mind is truly the key to fluency. So, Julia, let's start with the big question. Why is mindset so important in learning English?
Great question, Jason. The truth is, learning English isn't just about memorizing words or studying grammar. It's about how you think about learning. Your mindset controls your motivation, confidence, and ability to improve.
That makes sense. I've noticed that some people learn English quickly, while others struggle for years. And often, the difference isn't intelligence, it's how they approach learning.
Exactly. And that's because there are two types of mindsets when it comes to learning a language: a fixed mindset and a growth mindset.
Oh, that sounds interesting. Can you explain the difference?
Of course, if you have a fixed mindset, you believe that your abilities are limited. You might think, I'm just not good at languages, or I'll never be fluent. This mindset creates fear and frustration, and it stops people from even trying.
Right. I've heard so many people say, I'll never speak English like a native speaker, and they give up before they even start.
Exactly. But on the other hand, a growth mindset means you believe you can improve with practice. Instead of saying, I'm bad at English, you say, I'm still learning and I can get better. It's all about believing in progress, not perfection.
Wow, that's such a powerful shift. So instead of being afraid of making mistakes, people with a growth mindset see mistakes as part of the learning process.
Yes, mistakes are actually a good thing because they mean you're trying. Think about how babies learn to walk. They fall down hundreds of times, but they never stop trying. Learning English is the same. If you keep going, you'll improve.
That's a great way to think about it. So, Julia, what are some common mental barriers that stop people from improving their English?
Good question. Some of the biggest barriers are: 1. Fear of making mistakes. People don't want to sound silly, so they avoid speaking. 2. Lack of confidence. They think they're not good enough to have a conversation. 3. Negative self-talk. Saying things like, I'll never be fluent, makes learning harder. 4. Impatience. Wanting to be fluent overnight instead of enjoying the process.
I love that list. And I think most English learners have felt at least one of these barriers. But the good news is, you can change your mindset and break these barriers.
Yes, and that's what we'll talk about next. If fear is holding you back from speaking English, we're going to show you how to overcome that fear and start speaking with confidence.
So, Julia, one of the biggest challenges English learners face is the fear of speaking. Even when they know words and grammar, they still feel nervous. Why does this happen?
That's a great question, Jason. This fear usually comes from three main things. 1, the fear of making mistakes. 2, the fear of being judged by others. 3, a lack of confidence in their ability to speak.
Yeah, I've met so many learners who say, I understand English, but I just can't speak it. It's like they're stuck when they try to talk.
Exactly, and this fear can block fluency. The brain focuses on avoiding mistakes instead of communicating naturally. But here's the good news. You can train your mind to overcome this fear.
That sounds great. So, Julia, what's the first step to overcoming the fear of speaking?
The first step is to change your perspective on mistakes. Many learners think, if I make a mistake, people will laugh at me. But in reality, mistakes are part of learning. Every fluent English speaker once made the same mistakes.
That's true. No one is perfect from the beginning. Even native speakers make mistakes. So instead of feeling embarrassed, learners should see mistakes as stepping stones to improvement.
Exactly. And here's a trick. Whenever you make a mistake, repeat the correct version out loud. This way, your brain learns and improves.
That's a great idea. Okay, what about the fear of being judged? How can learners stop worrying about what others think?
This is a big one. The truth is, most people don't care if you make mistakes. They just want to understand you. And if you're speaking with other English learners, they're probably feeling the same way.
Right. And actually, most people respect someone who is learning a new language. They don't laugh. They're impressed that you're trying.
Exactly. So here's a challenge for our listeners. Next time you feel nervous, smile and speak anyway. Even if you're not confident, just act confident and your confidence will grow.
Ooh, I love that challenge. Fake it till you make it, right?
Yes, and the more you do it, the less fear you'll feel.
All right, Julia, what about people who just don't feel ready to speak? How can they start practicing?
Great question. Here are 3 simple ways to start speaking without fear. 1, talk to yourself in English. Describe what you're doing or thinking. No pressure, just practice. 2, record your voice. Listen and improve little by little. 3, find a speaking partner. It can be a friend, a tutor, or even a language app.
Those are awesome tips. And I'd add one more: join English-speaking communities online. There are so many people who want to practice just like you.
Yes, the key is to start small, but start now. Every time you speak, you're training your brain to be more comfortable with English.
So true. So, to all our listeners, don't wait until you feel perfect. Start speaking today. You'll be amazed at how quickly your confidence grows. All right, so we've talked about overcoming the fear of speaking, but there's another key factor that can really boost fluency, and that's the power of positive thinking.
Yes, your thoughts shape your reality. If you believe you can't learn English, you'll struggle. But if you believe you can, your brain will actually help you improve.
That's really interesting. But how exactly does positive thinking affect learning?
Well, studies show that when you think positively, your brain releases chemicals that help you focus, remember, and stay motivated. But if you're always thinking, I'll never be fluent, your brain gets stressed, and stress blocks learning.
That makes so much sense. I've met learners who are always nervous, and they seem stuck. But the ones who are excited and believe in themselves improve much faster.
Exactly. That's because your brain follows your beliefs. If you tell yourself, I'm learning and getting better every day, your brain will actually make that happen.
Wow. So, what are some ways English learners can start using positive thinking to help them learn faster?
Great question. Here are 3 powerful techniques. 1, use positive affirmations. Say things like, I am improving every day, or I can speak English with confidence. Repeat them daily. 2. Celebrate small wins. Focus on what you can do instead of what you can't. Maybe today you learned a new phrase. That's progress. 3. Visualize success. Imagine yourself having a smooth conversation in English. Your brain will start believing it's possible.
I love that. And honestly, I think the second point is super important. Too many learners only focus on what they don't know instead of celebrating what they do know.
Exactly. Learning English is a journey. If you only look at how far you have to go, you'll feel discouraged. But if you look at how far you've come, you'll feel motivated.
That's a great mindset shift. So, Julia, how can someone turn negative thoughts into positive ones?
Great question. Here's a simple trick. Whenever you catch yourself thinking negatively, reframe it into something positive. Instead of, I always make mistakes, say, mistakes help me learn. Instead of, my English is bad, say, my English is improving every day. Instead of, I'll never be fluent, say, fluency is a process and I'm on my way.
Wow, that's such a powerful shift. It's all about retraining your mind to focus on progress instead of problems.
Exactly. And the more you practice positive thinking, the more confident and fluent you'll become.
So to everyone listening, start speaking to yourself positively. Your words have power. If you tell yourself you can do it, you will. Now, Julia, we've talked about positive thinking, but let's go even deeper. There's a technique that top athletes, performers, and even language learners use to improve faster: visualization and mental practice.
Yes, visualization is a powerful tool. It's like practicing English in your mind before you actually speak. Studies show that imagining yourself speaking fluently can help train your brain almost as well as real practice.
Wow! So you're saying just imagining yourself speaking English can actually make you a better speaker?
Exactly. Your brain doesn't fully know the difference between real experiences and vivid imagination. That's why athletes visualize winning before a game. It prepares their mind for success.
That's fascinating. So, how can English learners use visualization to improve fluency?
There are 3 simple ways to do this one. Imagine a conversation. Close your eyes and picture yourself talking with someone in English. Imagine speaking clearly and confidently. 2. Practice situations mentally. If you're nervous about an upcoming situation, like ordering food or an interview, rehearse it in your mind first. 3. Visualize success. Picture yourself speaking fluently with people understanding and responding to you. This builds confidence.
I love that. And you know what? I think the second tip is especially useful. If you mentally practice a situation before it happens, you'll feel much more comfortable when it's real.
Exactly. It's like giving your brain a preview of success. The more you do it, the less nervous you'll feel.
So, Julia, how often should learners practice visualization?
Just a few minutes every day is enough. Try it before bed or in the morning. The key is to make it as real as possible. Feel the confidence, hear the conversation, and imagine yourself succeeding.
That's such a great technique. So, to our listeners, start visualizing your English success today. See yourself speaking fluently, and soon it will become a reality. So, Julia, we've talked about overcoming fear, positive thinking, and visualization. But there's something even more important: having the right English learning mindset.
Yes, mindset is everything. If you have the right mindset, learning English becomes exciting and natural. But if you have the wrong mindset, it feels like a struggle.
That's so true. Some learners feel stuck because they see English as difficult or believe they're bad at languages. But others improve quickly because they see English as an opportunity.
Exactly, and there are 2 types of mindsets. 1 fixed mindset. I'm not good at English. I'll never be fluent. 2 growth mindset. I can improve with practice. Every mistake helps me learn. If you have a growth mindset, you see challenges as chances to get better.
I love that. So, how can learners develop a strong English learning mindset?
Great question. Here are 3 powerful mindset shifts. 1. See English as a journey, not a race. It's okay if fluency takes time. Small progress every day adds up. 2. Embrace mistakes. Instead of fearing them, learn from them. Every mistake is a step closer to fluency. 3. Enjoy the process. Have fun with English. Watch movies, listen to music, and make learning enjoyable.
That's so true. If you enjoy learning, you'll naturally improve faster. And when you change your mindset, everything else becomes easier.
Exactly. The right mindset removes fear, builds confidence, and keeps you motivated. And once you believe in yourself, fluency becomes possible.
So to all our listeners, build your English learning mindset today. Stay positive, be patient, and enjoy the journey. You're closer to fluency than you think. Wow, Julia. We've covered so much today. Mindset, confidence, visualization, and the power of positive thinking. Now, let's give our listeners some practical action steps to help them apply everything we talked about.
Absolutely. Here are 3 simple steps you can start today to build your fluency mindset. 1. Talk to yourself in English. Even if you don't have a partner, describe your day, thoughts, or surroundings in English. This trains your brain to think in English. 2. Set a small daily goal. Instead of saying, I want to be fluent, break it down. For example, I will learn 1 new phrase today. Or, I will speak for 5 minutes in English. 3. Use positive affirmations. Every morning, say to yourself, I am improving in English every day. Your words shape your mindset.
I love that. Small actions every day lead to big results over time. And most importantly, believe in yourself.
Yes, fluency is not about being perfect. It's about progress, consistency, and confidence. If you keep going, you will get there.
To everyone listening, your mind is the key to fluency. Stay positive, keep practicing, and trust the process. You are on the right path.
And remember, you are capable, strong, and improving every day. Keep going, and soon you'll be speaking English with confidence.
Wow, what a fantastic conversation, Julia. I hope our listeners feel inspired and ready to take action on their English learning journey.
Absolutely. And now we want to hear from you, our amazing listeners. Drop a comment below and tell us what's 1 mindset shift you're going to apply today.
And if you enjoyed this episode and found it helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new podcast.
And don't keep this knowledge to yourself. Share this podcast with a friend who is also learning English. Let's grow together and support each other on this journey.
That's right. Keep practicing. Keep believing in yourself. And remember, your mind